Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thank you. This is a little unscheduled talk. I wasn't intending to speak originally, but I prevailed upon the people here to allow me to do this very briefly. Some of you may have attended already one of my talks that I've been giving around the country on Ida Craddock, who, if you're not aware, she fought the battle for freedom at the turn of the century during the formative years of our order. If not, small plug, you'll have the opportunity to see me tomorrow in the afternoon. I'll be doing a speech on her. But when I wrote my book on Ida Craddock, Sexual Outlaw Erotic Mystic, I dedicated it to my wife, Lita, and to all courageous women who refuse to compromise their beliefs. So this evening, I hope you will permit me this brief indulgence so that I may introduce another one of those women to you tonight. We have a member at Golden Lotus Oasis who lives in another state, and she had come to us in Southern California to take her Minerval. A few months later, she applied for her first degree, and her initiation was scheduled for just this past weekend. Her boyfriend had offered to drive her to her initiation, but unbeknownst to her, was actually opposed to her involvement in OTO. He secretly contacted her family ahead of time, and instead of driving her to the Oasis, took her to her parents' house. Well, they also live in Southern California, where they staged a full-scale intervention to try and prevent her from joining our evil cult. Well, she was caught completely off guard, needless to say, and unprepared to defend herself against the onslaught of accusation and innuendo, impugning both our integrity as well as her motives. Her boyfriend refused to drive her to the Oasis, as he had originally agreed. Her parents wouldn't let her borrow their car. They even destroyed her robe, hoping that she would not be able to participate without it. Worst of all, her family, with whom she'd always been close, gave her an ultimatum. It was either them or her initiation, and she would have to choose right then and there. Well, she made her choice. She was able to get to the phone and contact us. We arranged a ride for her, we lent her a robe, and she took her first degree initiation as scheduled. But that's not all. Her now ex-boyfriend drove off, forcing her to take a Greyhound bus in the middle of the night to get back home, only to find that he'd locked her out of their apartment. So for this whole week, she's had not access to her clothes, her luggage, her money, or even her cat. And yet, in spite of these obstacles, she succeeded in her intention to attend NOTOCON, and she joins us here tonight to manifest her glory. So I just wanted to say that, and she didn't know, I asked her permission to tell the story, but she didn't probably know I was going to do it exactly in this way. But I just wanted to say, Nena, my respect and admiration for you knows no bounds, and your courage and determination are an inspiration to us all. So Nena, stand up. So I have only one thing to add to this. This whole experience reminded me of two critically important things. First of all, that the forces of tyranny, superstition, and oppression are not just abstractions that we oppose in principle, but real challenges that we must face in our everyday lives. And second, that the true test of a Thelemite is not how versed he is in the words of the prophet or what exalted degree she has, but in her courage to choose freedom to do her will in spite of the odds against her. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that, and no other shall say nay. Love is the law, love under will.